Now may I call on stage the member of the Founder's Office of Sai International Group, Vikram Aditya Sahoo, reminiscing the founder, late Dr. Bijaya Kumar Sahoo.
Namaskar to everyone present here today. When you were born, you cried while the world rejoiced. Live your life in such a way that when you die, you rejoice while the world cries. My father would often quote this line from Robin Sharma's book as we were growing up. I never understood the significance of this line. But as I walked into that auditorium on the 3rd of June 2021, and watched thousands of people cry as my father's lifeless body lay on that very stage, I finally understood what he had meant when he had said that line over the years. My father left the world that day, but as Mr. Subrito Bagchi had once said, he left but with victory. I was barely 25 when I lost my father, but every time I speak to God after my father's passing, I never complain about it. I never complained to Baba that he took away the biggest pillar of support in my life before my life could even start. I never complained to him that he took him away so soon. I thank him instead for giving me Papa, because in just 25 years, my father gave me memories and taught me lessons that I'll carry with me for the remaining 60 years of my life. And in these 25 years, my father taught me how to be the best son to your parents, how to be the best husband to your wife, how to be the best friend to your children, and most importantly, how to be a role model for thousands. Before I got onto the stage today, I promised Papa that I won't cry while speaking about him today, because for every single thing he did for me, for my family, and for the thousands of children in Odisha, his life is only worth celebrating, not crying over. So in a very humble attempt to keep my father alive within me, within my family, and within each one of you present here today, I want to share 3 lessons that my father taught me throughout his lifetime that I'll carry with me through my life. Number 1, the power of dreams and the power of passion to achieve those dreams. Growing up, I always saw Papa work 16 hours a day, all 7 days of the week. I would often ask him, Papa, why do you work so much? Why do you keep doing this? What do you get out of it? And every time he would just say, when I see children walk through that gate every single day and come and say, good morning, Chairman Sir, my heart fills with joy that I cannot describe in words. It is what makes me feel at home. Sai is my home. Papa taught me what it means to have relentless dedication and passion for a goal. He wasn't born into privilege. His mother had to take a loan for him to study in an English medium school in Bhubaneswar. When he started Sai back in 2008, he didn't have the means or the resources to build an institution. He took a loan, keeping our house and everything that my family owned on mortgage to build what today is the Sai International Education Group. While several people around him often told him that he was taking a big risk, he would simply say, you have one life. In that one life, you get to see one big dream. If you do not follow your heart and do not chase your dream, that is the biggest risk that you're taking. I'll never forget Papa's final words to us on our last video call with him, moments before he was moved to the ventilator in Ashwini Hospital. When I'm back from the hospital, let's build a vision of what Sai should be in 2030. I want to start working towards that when I come back. Then he looked at Dr. Manas, the operating doctor in the hospital, and said, I had asked my sons to build a vision of what my schools will be in 2030. They have promised that they'll finish the vision document before I head back home, because I don't want to waste more time. Thank you, Papa, for teaching me what it means to dream and to give every single thing to it. For I saw you do that till you took your last breath. The second lesson, the only thing that matters more than your dream in your life is your family. Papa would often jokingly tell us that my brother and I were his two eyes, my sister was his nose, and my mother his heart. You four are the reason that I wake up every day. If anything ever happens to you, I will die, he would say. I remember one instance vividly. My brother and I had just started our undergraduate studies at SRCC. Papa called us while Vishal and I were out with our friends. We instantly answered and spoke with him for the next 30 or 40 minutes while we were still at that party. When we hung up, I remember my friends asking me and telling me that it's extremely weird that we speak to our parents for so long every day. But for us, it was normal. It was normal that Papa was our best friend. It was normal for us to joke and laugh with our father about every single thing on the phone every day. It was normal for me and my brother to share our first heartbreak with Papa and get his advice on how to move on. I feel blessed that my father was one of my closest friends. And I thank God every day that him and I did it before it was too late. When I joined Bain after college, life got busy. I would often miss Papa's calls, even when I had to write a small email or make a simple PowerPoint presentation. When I would call him hours later, I would say, "I'm busy, Papa. You don't know how stressful my job is. You don't understand." He would just laugh and not say anything else. Instead, he showed to us what we meant to him and what unconditional love was through his actions every single day. I remember this one Tuesday afternoon back in 2018 when I called Papa because I needed a small favor. Papa instantly answered his phone and said, "I'm in the Chief Minister's office, Sanat. Is there anything urgent or can I call you back later?" I remember being extremely surprised that my father took the call despite being in such an important meeting. When I asked him why he did that in the evening that day, his only response was, "Nothing will ever be more important than the four of you." Maybe Papa always knew that he was going to go away too soon. For every single day, he made us stronger as a family. He showed us that with your family by your side, you can defeat anything in life. 2021 was worse than the worst nightmare I've ever had. But today, if my mother has the strength to smile, if my brother, my sister, and I have the strength to laugh as we cherish memories with our father, it's because Papa taught us that the joy of being together as a family supersedes any pain in life. And finally, the third lesson that Papa taught me. There is a very thin line of difference between proud and pride, he would say. No matter how successful you get, no matter how high you reach in life, it's always important to remember your roots. Success is not that hard. It comes to many people over their lifetime. The hardest part is to stay grounded and to stay humble while you're at it. Let the joy of being proud from achieving your dreams motivate you every single day. But never let pride destroy everything that you have created over a lifetime, he would often tell us. I feel so incredibly honored to have been able to share a small part of my father's life with each one of you today. Honored, not because Papa gave me the strength to do this, but honored because I got to watch him in action every single day for 25 years. Honored because God gave me my biggest role model in the form of my father. Honored because of the impact he was able to create in his short life. And honored because I got to be his son in this life. My father would often wonder how he would be remembered after his passing. I feel honored more than ever that the legacy that he left behind is the thousands of children he was able to empower in his life and the work each of these students will go on to do in their lives. Thank you, Papa, and thank you to each one of you present here today.